Jared PolandFroKnowsPhoto.com, and these are your raw edits of the week, number 55, and they are the photos and edits of Avril Lavigne. So this is a photo that I took, so it's going to be interesting for me to go through and basically critique some of these. Now, what I did is I think I picked, 24 photos here, some of which I really like. There's a couple in there that I just want to point out that I think could do more. And there were others that I just thought were interesting and cool. So let's start off right here. Interesting crop. I like the edit. I like the black and white. It's more realistic. I think the crop is fine. This is a good way that if you were to have more time to shoot this image, like if I had more time to shoot it this way, I would have done a second angle like this, but this is a nice job, so that's why I put it here. This is kind of zombie-ish. I think it's a little too far. We lose all the detail on the forearms. We lose all the detail on the forehead. So I just think, I'm showing this because I think it went a little bit too far, but that's why, this is just to give you a little insight into what I'm looking at. It just, for me as the photographer, I think it went a little far. This is a little softer, and it's not as contrasty. I don't mind it. It looks like they smoothed out the forehead and things like that. I like to see a little bit more contrast, but, I thought it was an interesting crop. It's just tough. It's tough when you're trying to create a crop like this to see if it works or doesn't work. I like this. I like the split tone. I like the silvery tones of this. I like how the eye is popping a little more. It looks soft. It looks like she's almost posed. Maybe a little more detail in there. This is where I went wrong. I blew it out too much, but I like this. This is good. It's close. There we go. This one I threw in there. I don't get it. I don't know if maybe the person's screen is too far off. I mean, that brings me up to I have to do my screen calibration still to do all of those reviews of the 3 screen calibrators that I have. But yeah, this is just, I don't know if it must be something wrong with the screen if this is what the person is seeing as an edited image as a good one. I mean, here the forehead is it's too much sweat and all that stuff, so we're going to move past it. This is spectacular color. I like this color a lot. It's nice. It's got a nice little yellow tinge to it. It's not too far. It's nice and sharp. It didn't go, the eye looks great. Yeah, I like this because her microphone is ruby red. The colors look awesome, and with this photo you didn't have to take it too far in order to make it a really good color edit, but this is a spectacular edit. I like it. I like this black and white edit. I also appreciate the crop. I like that it left most of the hair in there. Really nice, but you can see as the more you crop, the more detail you're going to lose, or the more quality you're losing in your images, but I like this. This is an interesting crop as well. We've got a solar flare, a sun flare up to the left. We've got somebody that did something with the eye. It's a little over sharpened on they killed it with that part, but I thought it was unique with a little bit of the lip still being pink and then the blue in the eye. This was one of the first edits that somebody put up. I thought it was an interesting color. It just shows you that it's a little too much saturation and vibrance. I like where they were going with this. It's a square crop, but it's just a little too much on the saturation and vibrance because you can see that the face, it just looks a little too fake, but I just wanted to point it out there as well. This is a nice edit as well. I love the, it's funny. We used to do, you see the border on this, and this is a ground out negative carrier, and I know I've said this before, but literally you would take a negative carrier in the darkroom, and it was 35 millimeters, so it would cover maybe 97%, or you would get 97% of the actual negative printed. There was still that 3% around the edges that didn't, but if you took a file and you ground out the negative carrier, you would get this type of image. We had a teacher named Marcia that she made us print full frame, and that taught us to crop in the camera, basically fill the frame, and don't do it later. She's the one who gave me a slide mount when I first went to college and said, see the world through this, and that was awesome. I like this edit. I like the color edit of this. Really nice job. And I guess that's funny. This one's a little similar. It's brought back. It looks like they used some recovery here, but the colors are nice. The hair looks really good. The face looks good. The eyes look good. Nice job on that one too. Here's a little bit different on the color. It's a little on the cooler-ish, greenish tinge side, but I like it as well. I mean, you can see the 3 of them, they're similar, but they all show something different. Different detail. I like it as well. I like this too with the flare added up top. I mean, I know that it's fake and I know that it's added. One thing about the processing is a little too heavy-handed on the sharpening or the clarity slider, so always be careful with that. I thought this was an interesting crop. A little too much headroom. If I was to crop it myself, I would bring it down a little bit. Too much headroom up top. It's a little on the yellow side, but you know, I pulled it just because they brought both of these eyes back. You can see that. Yeah, and that's all I got for that one. I like this black and white edit. They didn't crop this, and I did notice that people mentioned that the elbow may have been a little distracting. Yeah, the elbow's a little distracting. I don't mind. I think, well, yeah, I mean, I took it. Yes, the elbow could be distracting, and I would come in a little tighter to do it again, but this, as you saw in the first-person shooter video, it was pretty damn quick. So, you know, I like this edit. Nice job there. This was interesting. As they move the angle around, you can see that her lips come out more, and it's pretty amazing. She's got great lips. The color edit's a little weird, but I thought that the way that they skewed it, it worked pretty well. Nice job there. You know, this would be, I like what they did to the background. It's almost like there's people back there. I just wish that the edit wasn't so harsh. I wish it wasn't so blown out. I mean, I picked it out because I liked what they did with the extra stuff on the side. I just really wish it wasn't blown out as much. This is another nice edit. It looks like they used the clarity slider, not the clarity, the recovery slider. When you use the recovery slider, it looks like it grays out, but still, I like the edit. I like where they're going with it. This is just off the wall. It's over the top, and I'm watching hockey, by the way. It's on my TV wall. Looks like another Flyers hurt. That's not good. But anyway, this is a little over the top, but I picked it because it is over the top. It's something different. It looks like a pastel drawing, and I thought it was pretty cool. Black and white, a little too far over. The Phantom of the Jingle Ball, I thought this was very creative to make Avril's face kind of look like the Phantom of the Opera mask. I like this. I mean, I know, look, they made the microphone is blue sequins instead of red. It's nice and soft on her face. It kind of looked like I directed her. And then this motion blurry thing is fine. I don't mind that as being creative. This is just showing you a really tight crop. I don't mind. I think it's the same person. Yep, same person. I like this. This crop is very tight. I mean, obviously you can start to see the grains, being that it was shot at what 3200 ISO, but this is cropped an extreme amount. I thought this was cool. It's a nice square crop. It is what I would like to focus in on, her eyes, and it reminds me of a picture I took a long time ago in 2003 of her when I photographed her on a mall tour. Interesting color. Got a little bit more of the orange tinge to it, and I think that takes us back to the beginning. Yep, that's back to the beginning. So that takes us back to the beginning, but don't forget that you guys did your raw edits of the week, and what you can do is you can watch them right here. Look, if you see these buttons on YouTube now, you see this gray button right here on the box, you'll see this on a bunch of videos. It's a playlist video, meaning it will play one video after the other. So once this one ends, boom, it should start up and... Oh, being that was the end of the playlist, let me see. It should go right to the next video automatically. We'll just fast forward it. The guy's got 2 more seconds. Stops his record, and then it goes right to the next one. So if you want to see the playlist, like I started putting up a playlist for the videos of the week, and you can see that one right here where all the videos from the week are. So you can play them straight through. You can use them as background noise, or you could hit this gray box, which brings up all of the other videos that are in the playlist so that you can select any one of them that you want to. So these are all of your raw edits. They're now posted on froknowsphoto.com because I was able to put them in a playlist. So feel free to watch them on the post. You can check out what other people did with their raw edits of the week. And that is the raw edit of the week, number 55, Avril Lavigne. Stay tuned for number 56, where you get your chance to edit again. Jared Polin, froknowsphoto.com. See ya!